Good day, good people. It was reported this week that there is good hope that seeds and cuttings taken from the sycamore tree on Hadrian's Wall, which was felled back in September, will grow, although it is likely to be 150 to 200 years before there is anything resembling the tree that has been lost. Martin Luther is famously reputed to have said that if he knew the world was ending, he would plant an apple tree. This seems to me to be a rational response to an existential crisis. We must invest in the future. We must constantly ask ourselves, what will our grandchildren thank us for? This way of thinking operates at a personal level, but also at a local, national, and global level. Since 30th of November and until the 12th of December, world leaders are in Dubai for COP28, talks hosted and presided over by the United Arab Emirates. After the hottest summer on record and government backtracking on climate commitments, it is recognised that leaders must take the opportunity to come together and change the narrative. Early in the conference, it was agreed to establish a loss and damage fund to help communities already affected by climate change, rising sea levels, wildfires and floods. Although there is scant detail and the amount so far pledged is a drop in the rising ocean of need. There has been talk of reducing methane emissions, but so far nothing substantive, and most worrying of all, still no meaningful commitments around reducing the extraction of gas and oil or investing in alternatives. This is why people of hope must continue to raise awareness of the issues and invite our neighbours, local, national and global, to understand that inaction is not an appropriate response. Nor can we leave it to the commercial market to operate in the best interests of the planet. That is why some of us will be taking part in the Climate Justice Rally in Newcastle tomorrow, and I invite you to join us. We assemble at the Civic Centre at 1 p.m, Saturday 9th of December, and there will be a march to Brunswick Methodist Church, where there will be stalls and refreshments, and where we can demonstrate our commitment as others are busy with their Christmas shopping. In so doing, we share the role of the prophets of the Hebrew Scriptures, who also called their leaders to account. Without justice, there can be no peace. And until we have reached a point where we acknowledge that overconsumption of the Earth's resources and pollution of the planet have to stop, there can be no peace for our fragile home, planet Earth. It can sometimes feel that the prophetic voice is a pessimistic and doom-laden tirade, serving the interests of the kind of moral authority that seeks to restrain and restrict the liberty of humans. So perhaps we have to strip back our understanding to some very basic considerations. And amongst these, I share with you one of the principles of the Franciscan Third Order rule of life, which is that we seek to ensure that we do not live at the expense of others. This commitment works at an economic, relational, and ecological level. My prosperity must not be based on an injustice that condemns others to poverty. My personal happiness must not be the expense of the people around me. And my use of the earth's resources must not be in a way that makes others the victims of the earth's catastrophic response. One of the most beautiful passages in the prophet Isaiah is in chapter 11, referred to by one writer as the peaceable kingdom. The opening verse reminds me of the felled sycamore tree on Hadrian's Wall. A shoot shall come out from the stock of Jesse, and a branch shall grow out of his roots. It continues, the Spirit of the Lord shall rest on him, the Spirit of wisdom and understanding, the Spirit of counsel and might, the Spirit of knowledge and the fear of the Lord. His delight shall be in the fear of the Lord. These are the words which Jesus quoted as he began his ministry. It surely means that this is the pattern of life, that we who share in his baptism are called to share with the world.